Today we're back on the farm. Try to do a few things, see what we can get up to. My dad said he needed some stuff from the sawmill, so I'm going to go back there and try to help him. Maybe saw up some lumber or cut some lumber. I'm not sure exactly what he needs. Haven't seen him yet this morning, so we'll go over and find out what he needs. We've been under a burn ban here, so we haven't been able to burn trash and stuff in a while, which is not a huge thing. I did have to hide all my Amazon boxes so my husband didn't see them, but now we can start burning some of this stuff. The big thing for me is in the fall I always like to have a bonfire. Get the rhino out. Got some limbs we need to get picked up and put on the fire since we can burn. My doctor usually asks me every time I go in if I get exercise, and I tell her yes. I do walk a lot, but I started to quantify that because I just want to make sure she understands it's not like mall walking or just walking down the street. And I call it walking. It might be more than that, just but working chores on the farm. I'm always walking, picking stuff up, doing things. So the answer is yes. I'm not sedentary. I do get some exercise, and it is cardio as well because some of this stuff is a little heavy, and I think I get plenty of exercise, so we don't have to worry about that. Well, Cody, we need to go let the girls out. Almost forgot. Poor things. Been let out all day. We need to get back on the garden chores. There's a lot of things I need to get done. One, before it gets too cold. But before you know it, we'll be out of time. I always watch those shows about Alaska, and they're always saying, "Got to get ready for winter. Got to get ready for winter." I feel that way. I got to get ready for spring. All right, there you go. Come on. here we are at the sawmill. We've got some lumber that I've already milled back here that I think he wants to cut down a little bit. So some of this lumber here, we'll probably put it on the sawmill. You can stack it upright and put them together and then saw them all at one time instead of trying to run them all through the table saw at one time, one at a time. Well, I'm waiting on Dad to do a little maintenance. There's always stuff to do right here. Clean up from your other jobs. Stuff gets built up under that sawmill. Gotta make sure you keep it cleaned out. Sawdust from the bark built up in there. So when you saw, lots of stuff falls down in between these rails. These are called rails. All the bark and the sawdust, as it comes out the mill over here, as you're sawing the log right here, it shoots the sawdust, so it piles a nice big pile all along the side there, and we can rake that out that way. But the stuff that falls in between the rails here is the stuff I try to get. I got it all raked up. How the sawmill works, for those who don't know, it is a band blade. So I can take this off and show you. The blade here makes a circle, and these are what turns it. It has a belt. See this belt right here causes it to turn. Well, the motor actually turns that, so you get that idea. And because the blade's constantly running through the wood, it gets hot, so you have to run water. This is just a gravity feed water. It comes out and drips down on the blade. It comes out right here and just drip, 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 drip onto the blade, just to keep the blade cool, because the blade's turning constantly. This over here obviously is the motor. The engine, you start it, it's just a pull start. You get it running, and then you make your adjustments here with this arm. You can see how I'm raising. You can see that or not. But by turning it, the blade is raising. Or if you need it to go down, turn it the other way like this. You're just turning it, and that blade is going up or down like that, because your log will be on there, and it has a handy ruler to help you understand the depth. But when you are slicing your log, this tells you, like we know 4 turns is 3/4 of an inch. So once you get it where you want it, you set it where that goes in and locks itself in the hole there. And then you push these down. This locks the blade down so that this won't raise up or down now because we've locked it down. And of course your motor's going, and this is kind of your, where you give it kind of the throttle, I guess. But you push this down, run, you know, gets the motor going. And then you just walk with it. I know you've seen that, but you just push it down, slice your log, come back. It's a fairly simple design, and it's not difficult to use at all. But we just built this shed over it a couple of years ago. We did have it located in a different place. It was a little bit harder to get logs in and out of with the tractor. But now we can just pull straight in here with the forks, drop a log down on there, pull back out. Where before it was running the other way, so it was a little harder. I'm not really sure why I like doing the sawmill so much. I just do. And whenever you get this raw wood, and then you turn it into something, it just feels cool. And I think that everybody has some type of creative outlet they can do, and this just happens to be mine, I guess. I just really enjoy it. Takes your mind off of everything else. And I think I've mentioned this before. I mean, I make things and I may use them, or I may just take them back apart again if I don't like it. But it's just, the process of it is therapeutic. That's a good word for it. Alright, I hear the tractor, so Dad's making his way back, so we'll have to get back to work now. What's your idea?
Well, I was gonna trim these odd pieces up first and make lumber trees. But it doesn't matter if we start with lumber floor or lumber tree first. Let's see back here. I need 120 linear feet of lumber floors. Those are all scattered. They got to be special.
This is something you had?
Oh, I got something.
These for me.
When I saw 5 or 6 in the house, nothing is.
this log or piece of lumber, you can see it's got live edge on both sides. I'm going to cut it up, try to get some usable pieces out of it. Something like this. It's got live edge on both sides, and there's no straight edge on either side. I run it through the sawmill, and I'll try to get as straight a cut as I can on one side, and then I'll do it down. Now, these pieces that I've cut down, we've got two square edges now. If you look at it from this side, you can see more usable. This side, it's still got a little live edge on there, but we can run this through the planer, which just makes it thinner. So anyway, we get a usable piece of wood out of that. We got all Dad's lumber cut up that he needed. He had a specific project, so we had cut some dimensional lumber specific to what he needed, and so we got all that done. And so that's pretty much all I had for today. Now, who knows what the next project will be. People seem to like when I do a specific wood project, like when I showed how to build like these wooden stars right here. So I might do another project like that. There's another one that's really cute. It's right, I don't know if you can see right here. It's a little church, super easy, and so I might do that for the next video, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Tell them, Cody. Make sure they subscribe.